Hey everyone, get yourselves all settled in and comfortable as we together enjoy this yoga nidra, celebrating the full moon, the first full moon this summer. Now, as I mentioned, yoga nidra is traditionally done lying down, so you may wish to maybe lie down on your sofa or on your bed or wherever you are and just get really comfy. You may find that you maybe need a few cushions or a blanket, or maybe you're quite warm. Make sure you're as comfortable as you can be. And again, throughout the session, if you feel like you need to move or do anything that feels right for you, please do that. This is your time. Now, I'll also be sharing distant Reiki for anyone that would like to receive this evening. And there's nothing you need to do. So Reiki is a form of kind of energy transfer. And it's a lovely thing to offer when it's full moon. It's like a supercharge. So if you're needing a bit of extra light, a bit of extra energy, then I'm offering that today. Now, as you settle in, just allow yourself to breathe naturally without any effort whatsoever. Know that there is nowhere you need to be and nothing you need to do right now, apart from just rest and follow my voice. As you settle in, take a moment just to check in. How am I right now? Is there anything I need? And if there is anything I need, is there anything I can do right now that will support me with that? Now, today is the full moon. This full moon falls in the star sign of Capricorn. And not only is it the first lunation of this summer, but it's also a supermoon. This means that it is really, really strong. And it's a great time to reflect on our potential and work towards new goals. Perhaps even harness some new energy. Perhaps let go of things we do not need. What exactly is a supermoon? Now, research tells us that the buck moon will be orbiting Earth much closer than most of the other full moons this year. The moon may appear larger and brighter. Now, with this full moon falling in Capricorn, there's an opportunity for us to grow, rebuild. For many, there can be an element of emotional or spiritual growth. Perhaps optimism or faith. And its name is the buck moon because male deer's antlers typically reach peak growth at this time of year. So on this powerful day, it's an opportunity to manifest, to let go of what does not serve us, to embrace the energy of this beautiful July full moon, to heal, to cultivate inner strength. Whenever we make changes in our lives, we need to make space for that energy we need to make those changes, to take that next step, to truly understand what we're looking for and how to achieve it. And as Capricorn is a grounding sign, we can't really go wrong. So perhaps for you, this may mean taking some time to reconnect with nature. Go outside, stargaze this evening, or if you're lucky, watch that full moon, take in its light. Now, this entire nidra practice is in honor of the full moon. It's in honor of ourselves and the faith that we can grow. And with every full moon, there's that opportunity to make changes and let go. We're now going to move into a visualization. And then we will set an intention. So you are invited to start by imagining the full moon above you in this moment. That glorious moon, bright, light. Perhaps you even feel its energy. And you can choose to visualize where you are. Perhaps you're outside amongst the grass, maybe in your bed. Perhaps you're walking in a forest and visualizing that moon. And if you find that you struggle with visualization, you may just wish to notice in your body what you notice, what you sense as we describe this energy of the full moon. Its light, its cosmic intensity. Now this moon is sharing its energy, this gift to all of us. Take a moment to perhaps notice, how does this affect your physical being? If the moon is above you, how are you soaking up its rays, its light, its energy? And where does this energy choose to settle in your body? Perhaps it's your heart. Perhaps it's more the base of the spine where we have the root chakra. Maybe somewhere else. There's an invitation to bathe in the light of the moon and allow the energy to wash away any and all tension that you may be holding in your body. Allowing it to soften every muscle in your face and head. Perhaps letting it loosen the jaw and the tongue away from the mouth. Perhaps you find that your muscles in the shoulders and arms and upper body relax and rest. Perhaps you feel some warmth or coolness in your body, which could be from the energy of the moon, or perhaps your connection with Reiki if you are choosing to receive today. Perhaps this energy from the moon softens the belly and the hips, releasing any tension, making space, giving your body permission for your legs and lower body and all parts of your being to just relax. And bringing our attention back to that full moon, that glorious moon that graces our skies. What a gift. Sharing its light, its energy, its love with us today. Perhaps even giving us that little gentle nudge we need to set new goals. Maybe even to surrender to what no longer serves us, to whatever we wish to let go of, to whatever we wish to not carry anymore. Now, this may be thoughts, emotions, perhaps sensations we have in our body. There's an invitation to imagine that you are gifting anything that you no longer need that does not serve you to the full moon. And the full moon receives it with thanks. Perhaps even consciously allowing yourself to become lighter and lighter and lighter. Leaving room and space for new energy that nourishes you. The full moon, regardless of what type it is, always is a great time to release and renew. So grab this day, grab this moment. Make space. And be honest with yourself and authentic. What is it that you'd like to change? Perhaps even creating a mental list of what to let go, what to manifest, what no longer serves you. Can you feel that energy of the full moon? That moon above you that is shining down, giving you all you need today. And now as we move forward, we start to make efforts to consciously let go of what does not serve us. And I offer you another visualization and an invitation. Imagine yourself at the beginning of a pier. The moon is above you and lighting up the sky and sending light your way. You're holding a basket of flower petals. And each flower petal represents that which you are releasing, that which no longer serves you. There's an option here, if it feels safe enough, to take a deep and full breath. And exhaling when you feel you are ready. And I'm going to repeat a phrase or sentence 3 times. And it may resonate with you. And if it does not, perhaps find your own words. I embrace the energy of the full moon tonight. I willingly let go of what no longer empowers and nourishes me. I embrace the energy of the full moon tonight. And I willingly let go of what no longer empowers and nourishes me. I embrace the energy of the full moon tonight, and I willingly let go of what no longer empowers and nourishes me. Take a moment to check in and notice if there's any sensations coming up in your being, anything at all, or any thoughts or emotions. And if they're not helpful to you, perhaps imagine gifting them to the full moon, perhaps even breathing them out if that feels that works for you. Now, if you choose to, you can start walking along the pier that you're standing on. You still have the basket of flowers in your hands. Notice the warmth of the moon beaming down on you, maybe a fresh breeze. It's almost as though light and air are just dancing gently on your skin. If you wish, as you're walking, you may wish to notice that there are several posts along the pier. And at each post, there is an opportunity to pause and drop flower petals into the water. Perhaps you notice the gentle ripples they create as they land on the surface of the water. Perhaps these reflect ripples of your own energy or ripples through your life. And at each post, you may wish to release out loud or in your head those things that you need to break your attachments to. Those things you'd like to let go of that are weighing you down, that do not serve you. It may be that you release judgment, obstacles in your path, limiting beliefs. Take a moment to, if you can, imagine you are walking along the pier, dropping your petals into the water, noticing those ripples and letting go of the things you do not need. And while you do this, remember there is no judgment, no expectation. Listen to your heart. What is it you do not need? What is it that does not serve you? This is your moment to let it go. Now turn around and look how beautifully the flower petals are guiding you down the path. It's as though they're ushering you into a new month, a new moon cycle, a new way of being. A reminder that you are worthy and can let go of what you do not need. That you are perhaps stronger than you imagine and can make changes. Perhaps bring your awareness to the full moon again, overlooking the water, perhaps even seeing its reflection on the surface of the water. And again, there's an option, if you wish, to take a deep breath in and out at your own pace. And now I'm going to repeat a phrase or a sentence again 3 times. And once again, you can notice if this resonates with you or if you wish to use other words. I welcome the clarity, strength, and many blessings the moon offers to me. I welcome the clarity, strength, and many blessings the moon offers to me. I welcome the clarity, strength, and many blessings the moon offers to me. And in this moment, we give deep and sincere thanks to the moon. We thank it for its energy, for its light, for taking on all the things that do not serve us and receiving them with thanks. And now we move on to setting an intention and perhaps away from our waterfront location, although we can still visualize the moon above us. And we move to setting our intention, or in yoga nidra, we call it sankalpa. So take a moment to consider, what is my goal or intention? And you can choose to repeat it out loud or in your mind as many times as you need to. Take your time to really listen to your heart if you can. Now, taking a moment to check in with yourself and how you are. Is there anything you need? If you find that your mind is struggling to settle, know that this is only human. Perhaps bring your awareness back to my voice or your body. Perhaps even open your eyes for a moment or take some movement until you feel you can come back to your nidra practice. And in the next part of our practice, we're going to connect with our body. And as we move through the body, perhaps you'd like to continue to imagine that this full moon is above you. Or perhaps if you're receiving Reiki, perhaps to notice where you feel a connection with the light within you. Where you need more light or where there is plenty already. And if you find that you struggle with this practice, know you can stop at any time. Know you can move. And there's always an option to repeat a mantra, perhaps I let go, or I surrender, or I embrace the full moon. We will start with the right side of the body and the right hand thumb, moving to the second finger, the third finger, the fourth finger, the fifth finger, bringing our attention and awareness to the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, and the upper arm, all on the right hand side of the body. Now, bringing our awareness to the shoulder and the armpit, the right waist and the right hip. The right thigh and the kneecap. The calf muscle. The ankle. The heel. The sole of the right foot and the top of the right foot. The big toe. The second toe. The third. Fourth and fifth toe. I do apologize for that abrupt noise. That was my cat, Leo. Now we move to the left-hand side of the body. Bring our awareness to the left-hand thumb. To the second finger. To the third finger. To the fourth finger. And the fifth finger. Shifting our awareness to the back of the hand and the palm of the hand. To the wrist and the lower arm. The elbow and the upper arm. The shoulder and the armpit. The left waist and the left hip. And to the left thigh. Moving our attention to the kneecap, the calf muscle and the ankle. The heel and the sole of the left foot. The top of the foot and the big toe. Second toe. Third, fourth and fifth toe. Bring our attention to the back of the body. And first of all, becoming aware of the right shoulder blade. The left shoulder blade. The right buttock. the left buttock, noticing the spine and the whole back together. The whole back together. As you just breathe at your own pace and we connect with the body. Just noticing, sensing without judgment or expectation. Perhaps noticing areas where we need to release that little bit more. Where we need more energy, more light. Now moving to the top of the head and the forehead. Both sides of the head. Right eyebrow and the left eyebrow. Space between the eyebrows. Noticing the right eyelid and the left eyelid. The right eye and the left eye. The right ear and the left ear. The right cheek and the left cheek. The nose, the tip of the nose, the upper lip and the lower lip, the chin, the throat, moving our attention to the right chest and the left chest and the middle of the chest. Down to the belly. And all the way down to the whole of the right leg and the whole of the left leg, both legs together. Whole of the right arm and the whole of the left arm, both arms together. Continuing to find a connection to our entire being and bring our awareness to the whole of the back and the buttocks, the spine and the shoulder blades, the whole of the front, the belly, the chest. The back and the front and the whole of the head. The whole body as one, connected. Giving your body permission to rest, to be, to make space for the energy of the full moon. There's an option to perhaps move your attention to the belly or the chest and noticing the breath as it flows through your being. If this feels safe enough, just bringing your awareness to that space, again, without judgment or expectation, just noticing. Perhaps you even notice the breath as it moves in and out of your nostrils or mouth. Perhaps it's cool or warm. Allow your body to feel light. Allow your body to let go. Perhaps allow your body from your head to your toes to fully sink into the space you're in. Now I'm going to name a number of different things, and you're invited to visualize them as best you can. Or perhaps just notice what comes up when you hear certain things. Stars at night. The sound of the ocean and waves crashing. Raindrops outside your window. Smell of fresh cut grass. Tonight's full moon. Sand between your toes. A good night's sleep. A red rose. birds singing. Take a few moments here and just check in how you are. Is there anything you need in this moment? What do you notice? Any sensations in your being? Any emotional changes or feelings of release and letting go? Perhaps a feeling of peace and relaxation, warmth or cold? And now finally we come back to our beautiful full moon. Perhaps imagine it shining above, bright and beautiful. Does this moon resonate with you? And now to your intention. The intention you perhaps set at the beginning of this nidra, does it still feel like the intention you'd like to set now, or has it changed? Is there anything else you wish to let go of to make space for new? Take a moment to reflect, and if you feel that your intention resonates with you still, perhaps repeat it to yourself again, and if not, perhaps change the wording. And now, last of all, as our nidra slowly comes to a close, let us give thanks to the moon, let us give thanks to ourselves for showing up today. Let us connect with a deep feeling of gratitude and love and compassion. In an ever-changing world, there is not much that we have control over, but we can choose to be that little bit kinder to ourselves, to trust the process, to embrace these moments like today where we make time for ourselves, where we let go of what we do not need and we embrace what we do, where we practice compassion towards ourselves and non-judgment and know that we're doing our best. So again, we give thanks to ourselves and the moon. And to end our nidra, I'm going to read you a poem. This one is from one of my favorite authors, Donna Ashworth. And it's called When Your Head Hits the Pillow Tonight. When your head hits the pillow tonight, remember the smiles of the day, the laughter, the little whims, the warm words, and let everything else go. Put the lessons learned in a file mark done and give yourself a pat on the back for the things you got right. Leave the stresses of tomorrow exactly where they belong tomorrow, and leave the stresses of today where they belong to. And let the night take away the heavy weight from your shoulders. Let it go. Let yourself be safe. Let yourself be still. Let yourself be at rest. When your head hits the pillow tonight, my friend, let sleep come and let your soul be. You did enough today. We are all just doing our best with no rule book, in a game with no referees and no halftime. None of us are getting it right, and we are all just winging it. We are all just as scared and just as weary at times. So when your head hits the pillow tonight, my friend, close your eyes and remember you are worthy. And so our nidra practice slowly comes to an end. And I thank you all for joining me. And you're invited to take as long as you need now to come back to the space you're in. And this may mean laying where you are for quite some time and resting and restoring much longer than perhaps you thought you needed, but you actually do. Perhaps taking in extra energy from that moon, or continuing to bathe in Reiki lights and energy. Take as long as you need. Give yourself permission for your body to rest and restore and really embody the goals and intentions that you have, and really embody what you have let go of and no longer need. Let it go. Make space. Thank you all for joining me, and take really good care.